Hi everyone, welcome back to Judy Speaks. For those who are new, my name is Judy and I do skincare, body care, and anything about health. Today's topic, I will be going to discuss Epiduo on how to use it. This is version 2021. As you can observe in my previous videos, I have videos regarding how to use Epiduo, the progress of my skin, etc. Just a disclaimer, I am not a dermatologist nor an expert, and I base everything on my experience. The first time I uh, I used Epiduo, it was a prescription by my dermatologist, and yes, you need a dermatologist for you to have Epiduo. So it is available in drugstores, and prices it differs. Um, There are other brands that cost much higher. I use Epiduo during nighttime, but there was a time that I use it twice a day. The negative of using Epiduo twice a day is that you are susceptible to more irritation, especially during daytime. During daytime, there is a reaction if we come in contact with the sunlight. Is the direction in using Epiduo. Use it during nighttime only. As to the size, it should be pea size amount. You know what a pea size amount? It's very, very little. If you have a big face like mine, trust me, a pea size amount, one pea size amount, you put the pea size amount here and you put dots, concentrating on the parts where you have severe pimples. About moisturizers, when are you going to put your moisturizer? So a moisturizer will act as a buffer, or it will lessen the irritation that you will be going through while using the product. You should put it prior, before using Epiduo, and make sure that you wait a few minutes meaning 3 to 5 minutes, so that your skin can absorb the moisturizer, and then put the Epiduo. Do you need to put again a moisturizer? For example, moisturizer, after 3 to 5 minutes you put Epiduo and then moisturizer again? No, there's no need. Initial reaction for Epiduo, there will be irritation, redness, flakiness, and worse is purging. Okay, so how to deal with that one? Again, use it only during nighttime. Put moisturizer before the Epiduo. During daytime, use a wide spectrum um, sunscreen. I am using SPF 50 plus plus plus. So that means it's a broad spectrum. It will protect you from UVA and UVB. For the purging, I experienced purging for almost 3 months. The reason why I continued despite being ugly for several months, it's because I bought a lot of Epiduo, and I find it wasteful if I will just put it in a trash. So I continued the pea-size amount every night, and then here comes the 4th month. I saw that every other day there is a progress. Aside from my pimples dried, there's no more pimples growing until such time that I achieve this kind of skin. Another question, if you are pregnant, are you allowed to use Epiduo? The answer is no. Actually, if you will buy label, it says not intended for pregnant women. The reason, there's no hard evidence for pregnant women if that will cause danger to the baby. So might as well go on the safe side. Do not use Epiduo or adapalene and benzoyl peroxide during pregnancy. How about breastfeeding women? Yes, breastfeeding is okay. What else? What kind of moisturizer? Any moisturizer will do as long as it doesn't contain any other active ingredients like salicylic acid, glycolic acid, not even vitamin C. The reason for that, you will not cause further irritation. I tell you guys, for those who are planning to have Epiduo, you will really experience, especially for those who haven't tried any active ingredients, there will be dryness, there will be redness, but don't worry, because if you will just follow the pea size amount, the moisturizer first, and then the SPF 50 during daytime, just the first 3 months, 3 to 4 months, that you will experience purging, it will just go away. It will really take a lot of patience, guys. And about whitening, um, do not think of whitening first, especially if your face is covered with pimples. Do it once you already dried up all your pimples. So that's the time that you will put whitening products. But for now that you are still using Epiduo, just reserve your whitening later on. Side effects, are there headaches? What else? Nausea? No, I did not experience any. How are you going to use Epiduo for first timers? Actually, you should refer to your dermatologist. As for me, I did not use Epiduo every day the first month. So I use it alternately. Like Monday, I will be using it, Wednesday and Friday. The rest of the days, I'm not using it. So the redness, actually, um, the most common reaction for newbies, use it every day. Second, put moisturizer and make sure your moisturizer is simple, like CeraVe, Celitec, Cetaphil, or if you have other suggestions, you can comment down below. I am willing to try that as well. So let's learn together. What else? Benzoyl peroxide. Can you use benzoyl peroxide during daytime? Because there were videos in the YouTube that they were using Epiduo during nighttime, but during daytime they are using benzoyl peroxide. If you can tolerate, your skin can tolerate, yes, you can do that, but for me, I cannot, because I have sensitive skin. There was a question emailed to me about oiliness. His problem was that during every time he wakes up, his pillowcase is covered with oil. Is it because of the Epiduo? I'm not sure. I am super oily throughout the day, but I did not consider Epiduo as one of the causes why I became so oily, because I am oily way back then. So minimize oiliness. The leaflet of the Epiduo I'm using doesn't say so. So I think no. If you go to uh, tanning salons, beach, UV, something about UV lamps. Well, that every time you go outside, you should wear your SPF 50 or more, and you have to reapply that, especially if you are exposed to all above mentioned things. Shared to me that she used Epiduo, and then later on she found out that her blanket and pillows discolored, and also her hair here. So yes, that is true. It's very strong to the extent that it can make discoloration to your hair or to your pillow. So since you already now that it will cause discoloration, so you already know what to do. Epiduo irritate your skin further if you apply makeup? Actually, no. There are actually videos in YouTube that they are using Epidole during daytime, and then they use makeup as well. But as for me, I am not a big fan of putting makeup. Just right now, I'm not putting any makeup. Every time I make a video, I see to it that I don't wear makeup, so you will know that I'm really suffering. We are into this fight together, that I have pimples. So makeups, according to that certain vlogger, it's okay, but for me, I'd rather not. I rather avoid putting Epiduo and then makeup, just to, just to make everything safe. What else? Do you need a prescription? Yeah, we need a prescription for Epiduo, but and yes, um, that certain shop is selling Epiduo, and it's very authentic, and currently I'm using the Epiduo from that shop, and the name of the shop is acne.org alternatives. It has a very high rating, and the feedbacks are really good. And when it comes to delivery, the package is securely wrapped, and then there's no delay in terms of sending the product. Who is 12 years old and above can actually use Epiduo already. So yes, it is safe for adolescents aged 12 and up. So if there is irritation, what are you going to do? Okay, if you experience irritation right away, like the first 30 minutes, you wash the Epiduo and contact your dermatologist right away. I cannot tell you exactly what to do because I do not know your skin type or your history. I do not know if you have allergies to one of the ingredients, so might as well wash it off and then schedule an appointment with your dermatologist. How about a child? Oh my gosh. Oh, how about a child if the child accidentally taken this medicine orally? Okay, so be careful. Be careful in keeping your Epiduo, because be careful on how you store the product. Oh, by the way, you don't need a refrigerator. Somebody asked me if you need a refrigerator for your Epiduo. No, just room temperature. Just make sure that it's not exposed to sunlight. Mine, I put it in my drawer. What else? How about if you forgot to use Epiduo? What are you going to do? You don't need to double dose. Just continue your Epiduo the next day. Yeah, that's the best thing to do. Do not apply, for example, oh, I missed it last night, I will be going to apply this morning and then tonight. No, just continue the next day. What are the common side effects? Okay, the common side effects: dryness of the skin, rashes or dermatitis, burning sensation, irritation of skin. What are you going to do? I experienced all of this. I just applied a thick moisturizer at that time. I even applied Vaseline near my near crevices, like near the mouth, here in the nose, here, and please avoid your eye area, because that area of the skin is very, very sensitive. It's very thin. If you have Vaseline, I'm sorry, I keep on saying Vaseline, there are other products that has petroleum jelly. Okay, apply petroleum jelly. What else? Sunburn. Yeah, a person shared via email that he experienced sunburn. Not answer her specifically because I do not know why she has sunburn. Probably because she's not using higher SPF and she did not reapply throughout the day. Maintain the potency of the product, you need to reapply that. So probably you need to reapply 3 times or even 4 times. But for me, I reapply twice a day. So just to avoid sunburn. Expiration date also. Um, there are other Epiduo that are online and they sell it very cheap. Be careful because some actually are near the expiration date. So ask your seller if the expiration date is within the year or next year, because tendency is if you will buy a lot of Epidole and then the expiration date is within 3 months, so you already know what will happen. So after opening, for example, after opening, you decided to try another product because your friend so and so shared that this certain product works for her, and then you already consumed a little of your Epidole and then you close it. So how about that? How many months from opening the product, even if the expiration date is the next 2 to 3 years, you need to consume your Epidole within 6 months. Okay, after opening you should consume your Epidole within 6 months. One tube of Epidole lasts. Usually on first timers, one tube will last around 30 to 45 days. But for me, I can stretch that to 2 months because I already know how to go around with my face. Yeah, it depends on your usage, but typically it's 30 to 45 days. So how to know if that is authentic? That is very important. You will be able to know if that is authentic if you buy that from the drugstores. Also, acne.org, acne.org alternatives. I have proven and tested their product. It's very authentic. But if you have other sources, comment down below. So please comment down below if you have other questions that I wasn't able to answer. And again, you will be beautiful. Don't worry. We are all beautiful already. You just need to be consistent and patient, and also take care of yourself. Wear a mask. Here in the Philippines, we wear masks and face shield. I do not know if in your country you also wear a face shield. But all in all, take care. More than your skincare. Take care of your health so that you can take care of other people as well. And as for me, I have to say thank you so much for your support. I will be going to flash the names here to say thank you to all of you. And also, if that certain person has a channel, yeah, let's support. Thank you again and have a great day. Bye.